how am I doing? How are we doing after the miscarriage? So welcome to this week's video. It's just Mommy and Ryker. We've been sick for probably last week, so he got it first, and then I got it, and now Trace has it, and he's feeling not good at all, so he is not gonna be in today's video because he's just resting. So we're gonna do a Q&A, and it's kind of a Mommy and Ryker Q&A. So we're gonna be answering a lot of mommy questions. I asked for questions on Instagram, so I'm gonna be answering a lot of those. So let's get started. Yeah, Ryker's probably gonna be in and out of this video. He may go down for a nap, he may not. We got him a basket of toys, essentials. So he's gonna be playing. Maui wants to be part of it too. He's just drawing the back. What are you doing? Come back, come hang out with us. Come here, Mama.
I would like to take a moment and tell you about today's sponsor, Hungryroot. Hungryroot is your partner in healthy living. It is honestly one of the easiest ways to get fresh, high-quality groceries and simple, healthy recipes delivered right to your door. You just take a short quiz and Hungryroot will get to know your personal health goals, how you like to eat, what kitchen appliance you use, and more. They have gluten-free options, as well as dairy-free, vegan, vegetarian, and more. For us, we have been trying to eat less sugar and more protein, so that was super helpful. They will build you a personalized cart with all your grocery needs for the week and give you delicious recipe recommendations to put those groceries to good use. You can edit your weekly deliveries and choose exactly what you like, or let Hungryroot choose for you. They have over 2,000 different recipes to pick from. When your delivery arrives at your doorstep, you can mix and match the groceries with what's in your fridge or use the easy recipes included in the box. Hungryroot has helped us save money since we're not eating out as much. And also it just reduces food waste. Too many times I've got groceries and then we didn't eat them, then we had to throw them away. Hungryroot can save up to 30% on food waste each week. It saves us time. You can save 5 hours per week using Hungryroot without stress of grocery and meal planning. And it has saved us so much time and has made our lives a lot easier. And in the past, we have used other meal delivery services. And for us, Hungryroot is our favorite out of all of them. I am definitely on the more picky side, and I love that you can go through your order and exchange any ingredients or meals that you don't like or that you don't want to ensure that you get exactly what you like. We also love that you can pick out snacks, not just meals for the week. And it has been so handy. When I opened the box, I could not believe how much stuff and how much food was in the Hungryroot box, and wonderful snacks as well as wonderful meals. And if you would like to try Hungryroot like us, then you can use our link that's in the description. The first 100 people to use our promo code TraceandLydia40 will get 40% off of their first Hungryroot order. Go check it out, y'all. Now, back to the video.
Come say hi too. Here, let's put Ryker right here. And Mama, come say hi. Say hi, people. Hi, you're so sweet. That's probably one of the first questions is, how does Maui and Ryker get along? And honestly, they are just starting to interact because for a long time, they didn't really acknowledge each other's existence. But now he constantly wants to go touch Maui. So I'm trying to figure out a good how to do that, honestly, how to let them interact without Ryker being rough on Maui and Maui being rough on Ryker. So if you have any recommendations for that, let me know, because I don't want one or the other to get hurt. So I've just been trying to figure out how best to introduce them without, or they already know each other, how best to let them play without hurting each other. Because he's a toddler and he just doesn't know yet, right? Yes. Okay, here's a toy. Actually, here's a good toy. Okay, let's get to the questions. Yeah, so the question was, how's Maui doing with Ryker becoming more and more mobile? He chases him around all day long, so I guess it's good exercise for Maui and good exercise and entertainment for Ryker right now. As long as he's in the walker, we're good because they can't really touch each other too much. What is my natural hair color? It's very much just light brown right here. And then I used to be blonde until I hit about 13, 14. So I've just been getting highlights. but it's like light mouseish brown, I think. And then I just get some highlights put in. Trying to decide if I should go blonde this summer, so let me know about that too. A lot of people asked if we are going to be moving soon, which is a question we get all the time. And if so, what is our dream house? Yes, we would love to get a house. It's a wild house with these two. Maui's playing right there, so Riker's watching. So we are wanting to get a house probably the next year or two. Right now we're just saving up, trying to decide where we want to live. I am gonna have my brother who edits our videos pop up a photo of my dream house. I would say it's probably a mix between like a farmhouse and a cottage, which maybe it's just a little bit of German in me. Not that I grew up in one, but I just think they're so cute and it would be adorable for a family house. Someone said, I was just wondering, when you're traveling, do you sit in the back of your car if the baby is fussy? So I would say for about 6 months, I pretty much just sat in the back of the car. I had an irrational fear of Riker to be in a car seat and all of a sudden start choking. Not that that even ever happened, but I just felt more comfortable sitting in the back, so I just now moved up because now he literally just plays in the car and goes to sleep. He's really easy with traveling, which is such a blessing. So we just did a 11-hour drive down to Florida, there and back, and he did so good. He literally slept and just played. If he fussed, it's because he wanted food, so I pulled over and fed him, changed him, and back in he played. So thankfully, super easy little traveling buddy. What is the best thing about being a family of 3? I feel like it is so fun because you're experiencing having a baby for the first time. You can spend a lot of time doing things together that are it's either easy to do, like things that Trace and I enjoy because he's chill and we just take him along, and it's also super fun for us to take him like to the zoo and splash pads and do things that he likes. So I would say my favorite thing right now is just how chill it is being a family of 3 and how fun it is for us to learn how to be parents and just all of the fun that comes with that. Someone said, would you ever get another cat from Maui? That, and the other question was, would we ever get a pet? I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm like, man, maybe Maui is a little bit lonely. Maybe he needs a friend. But he's also a tomcat, and they usually, as adult cats, don't do good getting introduced to other cats. So I keep going back and forth. But right now he has a friend that comes outside the window, and he like chit-chats through the window with him, which is always really funny to watch. Someone said, does Lydia plan on skydiving with Trace sometime? Now that's a good question. Trace loves to skydive. Apparently he's a B licensed skydiver and has 100 skydives. I've skydived once before I met Trace, so we've never done it together. I always said we really should do it before we have kids because I don't know if that'll change how I feel about doing something that seems kind of crazy. But I might one day do it with him just so that we can do it together. It would have to be in like an epic place like Hawaii or the Grand Canyon, but I think it'd be fun to do it one day. Someone else said, what is our favorite hobby? I would say right now we've been getting into playing pickleball, and it is so much fun. It is easy for us just to take Riker with some toys and snacks in the stroller, and we just let him kind of watch, and we just play, and it's just so much fun. We also have a lot of friends in Norris that like to do it, so we like to play against them, and we just switch out, usually watching Riker, and we play a couple games. So that's been our new favorite hobby to do. Are you getting tired? Are you getting tired? Do you need to say bye-bye to the video and go night-night? I'm gonna put him down. Say, we be right back after I put him down for a nap. Okay, now we're back. Riker's down for a little nap, and we are going to keep answering questions. And by we, I mean me and maybe occasionally Maui, who's right there. Come say hi. He's like, no, I don't want to. So one of the questions I've gotten a lot is, how do we get Riker to sleep in his bed, and did we sleep train him? Now this is one that I wanted to answer because I honestly feel like we were just super blessed with having a baby that sleeps really well and loves to sleep in his own bed. We started putting him in his bed pretty young for like little naps in between so that we weren't holding for every nap. And then by the time he got older, he wasn't super cuddly. It doesn't really love to cuddle unless he's sick, which is really sad for me. But he loves his bed, so we just put him in. He just wants his little passy and his little, he has like a little, what's it called, lubby, and plays with that and goes to sleep. So no, we didn't sleep train him. I don't really like the idea of letting your baby cry, so I didn't do any of that. I just go in there if his passy falls out, Trace and I will still like take turns going in. Sometimes he'll randomly do it in the night and we'll just re-give him his passy because he can't find it yet. But other than that, he sleeps great and takes lots of naps. At the beach, he takes even better naps. So I keep telling Trace we need to go back to the beach. Next question is, how am I doing? How are we doing after the miscarriage, which we shared in a different video, how we lost our second baby in February of this year. It was a surprise pregnancy and we were so excited to have two close together, which was going to be so fun. Ryker and a little sibling. Then the little baby, we lost it in, I do think it was February. I feel like we're at a place right now where it was emotionally and physically a lot harder than I was expecting. I just didn't realize what all goes into that physically. Like, I understood the emotional side, but not the physical side. So I feel like the first week was the hardest, and then it got a lot easier throughout the last couple of weeks. And I feel like physically now I'm in the best place I've been since before I got pregnant with Ryker. So I've been trying to do workouts and just regain my strength so that down the road, another question we get all the time, we can have more kids. But I feel like I'm now at a place where I feel pretty much healed from everything, and I'm just enjoying getting my strength back day by day. But yes, that was a lot more than I was expecting that to be physically. Emotionally, every so often, I feel like we didn't know for sure, but we both thought it was a girl. So emotionally, seeing little baby girl clothes occasionally still will like resurface all those feelings. But then I'm just like, down the road, maybe we'll be blessed with a girl. It'll be okay. Occasionally I'll buy some little girl outfits for one day when we have a girl, but other than that, I feel like I'm in a pretty good space. Next question that we've gotten so many questions about is baby number 2. When are we gonna have a rainbow baby? There's not much I want to say about it because one day we'd love to have more kids, but as of right now, I feel like we're just in a happy space. And when that day comes that we're gonna have another baby, I'm sure we'll share with y'all. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. A lot of people have been asking me if there's any updates on my family and also my immigration situation. That is a subject that I feel like is very sensitive and very controversial, so I don't often talk about it. I know a lot of people that also are going through immigration things, and it just is, I would say, a broken system, a lot of opinions, and so I tend to like to not talk about it if I can. We've just been dealing with, me and my family have been dealing with things for like the last 16 years, trying to figure out that. And then after I got married, we were trying to pull me out of it. So that's a whole nother legal thing that's going on. But we really don't have any updates that we can give. It's a very slow process for anyone that's in that. You probably understand. But it's a very slow process. So you probably won't hear, we probably won't hear an update until the fall. So we probably won't be talking about it till then. But yeah, all we can really do is pray and kind of wait, and then it will most likely come back up in the fall. So I'm sorry for all those who keep asking for updates. It's really just nothing so far that's happening that we can talk about. I know they're working on a couple things, my family is, but like I said, I'm now married, so we're kind of a different situation going on, so no updates on my side. A fun question is, a lot of people are asking, where do I get Ryker's clothes? They're saying that they like his outfits, and I'm gonna probably be posting more on that on Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, it's at Lydia Remike Bates. I'll probably have a lot of his outfits linked in my stories, the saved ones if you want to look at them. But I love buying things online because every mom does. You just be at home late at night and just keep buying cute outfits. But I love getting him outfits from Amazon. In person, I would say Marshalls, TJ Maxx, all those have really cute baby stuff, especially right now for summer season, so I've been buying a lot. Then also Old Navy. If you're a parent, Old Navy has so many online sales going on all the time that are like 50, 75% off, so I get a lot of his there. Carter's, Gerber's. I also like to buy a lot of his really soft bamboo stuff on Temu and other online places, which I know are controversial, but I love getting them from there. So yeah, if you want to know more about outfits, you can just go check out my Instagram highlighted stories. How do you feel about confronting rumors and trolls? Do you prefer to ignore them? I thought this would be a fun, different question to answer. A lot of times I feel like I just like to ignore them. I try not to read them and I try not to respond to them. It's just, what's the point? Like, why argue with people online? It just comes along with putting your life out there. You have a lot of feedback that of people not agreeing on stuff. So I feel like personally, Trace and I just prefer to not talk about it unless it's a big issue that we have to address, but we just like to ignore it. What are some of my favorite workouts? I got a lot of those questions since I guess a lot of moms follow. For postpartum workouts, I love just going on YouTube. They have a ton of free workouts, so if you just had a baby and you're trying to slowly regain strength, I would say go check out YouTube. They've got so many good workouts. So I've just been doing that, and then a lot of just trying to walk and go do things outside that I can also do with Ryker. Someone said, my baby's 6 months old, tips to transitioning to formula. I slowly would just mix breast milk with formula for Ryker so that he didn't go from one to the other and have upset stomach problems. So for the smooth transition, I feel like my recommendations would be just do like 3 ounces of breast milk, 2 ounces of formula, and then start adding more and more formula until you slowly fully transition. And then I just would give him like, for a while, just 1 bottle of breast milk a day, and then eventually fully formula, and he honestly did great. I was expecting it to be harder, but it was a pretty smooth transition. I know it's very controversial feeding your baby and all that, so that's another thing I don't talk about a lot. But I exclusively pumped with him for 5 months, and then I ended up getting pregnant, so I was not able to pump anymore, which is why I had to transition him to formula. It wasn't my ideal thing I wanted to do, and it was honestly a lot more emotional than I expected, having to stop doing that and then switch to formula, but it fit his best, and he's a happy, healthy boy, so we're doing good. Someone said, first time mom here, newborn essentials, can you do what's in my diaper bag video? I don't know if I've done one. I might have one also on my Instagram, but newborn essentials, I have a whole list. I can link them in the description for y'all. On my Amazon, I have all of my top products that I loved with Ryker and use pretty much every day. Someone said, do you want a large family? I don't know what's considered a large family, but I love Ryker and I can definitely see myself having more babies because they're just so sweet and so fun, and I love all my little babies. Another question that I got asked a lot is, why did we decide to cut our baby's hair so young? I honestly knew I was going to get some feedback for that because people are very touchy about baby hair for some reason. But Ryker had a weird ring, which we explained in last week's video. He had like a weird, like from scratching, which most babies do at that age because he likes to lay on the back of his mattress, and it just had a kind of a bald spot. And it looked weird. In every photo, it just was like a weird bump, and then he had like almost like a little hair, and it was weird looking. So I kept going back and forth about, should we cut it? But then I was like, you know what? He's gonna look weird in every photo. He doesn't care about his hair, and why not just trim that off so it grows in at like a regular length and not with a weird ring through his hair? So why should he have a weird line until he's like a year old? That was honestly it. So then we were like, let's go cut it. Not super attached to it. It's just hair. It's gonna grow back. It's still soft for all the people who are freaking out about his soft hair being gone. We didn't really touch the top, so all that is soft, and that's also still soft. It's just more trimmed. So I think he looks great, and I don't think he really cared that we did it. Another question that I got a lot asked, honestly, throughout the last 7 months is postpartum and how did all that go. That is a question that I feel like I've not really been in a space that I wanted to open up and talk about all of everything that happened around the same time. So if y'all are interested, I might just do a tell-all on it in its own separate video down the road. So if that's something that y'all would like to hear, leave a comment, and then maybe Trace and I will do a video together, talk about all that. It was definitely a very emotional, hard time. I would say the hardest so far. After that, pretty much anything was easy when it comes to parenting. Another question is, what is our next big vacation, and if we have any summer traveling plans? I love to travel, and we just did one trip 1 or 2 weeks ago with Ryker going to the beach for the first time, which was so much fun. He was surprisingly very easy to travel with and loved the water so much that I would love to go on more trips, but as of right now, we have one trip with my family planned in, I think it's June. Other than that, I don't think we really have many planned, but we are more of a last minute, so we'll see if we have other vacations coming up. Someone said, what is your favorite part of being a mom? And I would say pretty much all of it. It's every day. I feel like my top priority and all I want to do is do fun things with Ryker. I could spend every day going little walks, feeding him new little foods, exploring things with him. I don't know. It just is so much fun because you get to see everything through like a different perspective, because to him every day is exciting, every day is new, every day he's so happy. So I feel like it just makes me more excited for the normal everyday things. Like right now he's obsessed with cars and trucks, so when we go on walks, like he has to stop for every car and just stare at it go by, and it's just so fun, and it makes me really slow down and just look at everything from a new perspective. And so I would say that is probably my favorite part of being a mom. But yeah, I literally love every moment of it. Someone said, what is Ryker's personality like right now? He is such a cutie. I would say he is a very happy baby and a very chill, easygoing baby. So, and very, very playful. So if you have a toy, if I just get 3 toys, I rotate them out, he can be entertained for hours. And that's pretty much all he takes. Or he just likes to people watch. But his personality is coming out more and more every day. I feel like we're starting to see a little bit more of like his mischievous side. Now that he has a walker, he'll walk around like the house and try to chase Maui, constantly try to, he loves like the feeling of baskets and everything, so he just goes around scratching everything, loves blankets, pulls down every blanket. So I feel like now you can see he's going to be into everything when he can crawl and walk, but yeah, that's pretty much his personality. He's such an angel. Someone said, do fans of your channel ever approach you in public, and how do we feel about it? I feel like it doesn't, I mean, not too often, but it does occasionally happen, and I feel like both Trace and I think is super sweet. So if you see us in public, you're more than welcome to come up and say hi. If you want a photo, we can do that. But yeah, I think it's just really sweet getting to connect and talk to y'all in real life. So if you see us, just come over and say hi. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for coming along for this Mommy and Ryker Q&A, where Ryker spent about 5 minutes with us and went for a nap. But thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting our channel, and I'm excited to see y'all next week, and hopefully Trace will be back with us by then. He should be over everything in the next couple of days. So we will see y'all next week. Bye.